What's up, everybody? Day 4. Let's get started. We're just going to do some draws, some reloads, and bill drills. What's up, guys? I'm going to knock it down. That's a second. We'll see if I can fare with 8s, 0.8s. Pretty good. Cool. Alright, I'm going to do some reloads. Knock them out here. Hopefully they're better than yesterday. Oh, I heart yous too, Steve. You should be dry firing, not typing. Hmm. we'll see. Yeah, guys, I'm just going kind of a recap for the week. Just some draws. Bang those out comfortably at a 0.8. Working on some reloads. They feel a little better today. Right around a second. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, all the stuff is archived on YouTube. If you don't catch a live, you can always go back and do them there. I did all last season. That felt pretty good. Not so much. Sloppy. Ooh, it jumped. What's up, Jeff? It didn't make the part-time, but let's see. All right, so I'm going to add a new drill for you guys, the bill drill. And this is why it's kind of important or helpful if you guys start to get some dry fire targets like those guys. I talked about it before, so we're going to try and focus on the A zone. So all a bill drill is, well, the traditional bill drill is wrist above shoulder. We're just going to start hands at side. And it's just draw. We're actually going to pull the trigger now. Draw, shoot 6 into that A zone. So we'll do it without the timer. Take that power time off. All right. We'll just use the start beep and see where we're at and see if we can kind of get an idea of how long it's going to take. All right. Let's see where we're at with a 1.6 is really fast in the live fire. Let's see where we're at with the 2 seconds is a good standard. If you can do a 2-second bill drill live fire, you're pretty good. You're pretty sporty. Dry fire will be a little faster. There's no recoil to fight. Let's try a 1.8. And of course, you guys just adjust your part times accordingly if you got a timer. If not, just try and get as close to that as you can. Now on this, you're going to really want to pay attention to your sights or your dot, because you're going to see the front sight really bounce. You need to know and be aware of where it's going. You know, do we need to get more support hand grip? You know, do we need to pull the trigger straighter? So pay real close attention. Yeah. I could probably go lower than that. Let's try 1.6. Yeah. That was there. I like that. I'm getting good feedback with the sights. I'm not really seeing them bounce. It's kind of just staying there with a little wiggle. It's going to move. I mean, you're pulling on nothing. There's no recoil. It's going to move. Let's see. Eh, really crush it with your support hand. See if that starts to minimize dot movement, and we'll start. You know, that's a good place to start. Oh, that's as quick as I've done it. That's a par time of, where were we? 1.6. I'm gonna put that to test live fire probably next week and see how good it is. All right, I'm gonna go back to doing some reloads real quick to round out this video. It's gonna be a short video this time, but let's go back to a second reload and see where we're at. Better. You know, when you're doing all this reload practice, depending on your division, I only carry 3 mags because limited division, but production I had 5. You can practice from a different pouch. I'll do a couple from pouch number 2, see how that fares. Until I don't practice that one enough. Oh, that's pretty good. That wasn't bad. Not at the par time, but oh, I did have somebody ask why they see me rack the slide all the time. I'm getting used to a new setup. This gas pedal, so I usually chamber in front, but this gas pedal gets in the way. That's why I put the slide racker on it. So it's just me trying to get in the habit of going back here instead of up here. Pouch 2. No more mags. All right. Let's do a couple more reloads. All right, guys. So I'm gonna take this as a sign to give it a rest. I'm just gonna do a few more, and I'm gonna call it quits because throwing a mag everywhere is just not working today. that's a sign of being tired for sure. All right. There we go. Yeah, that is the point of practice. There we go. So this would be a good time to describe the difference depending on who you've learned from. There's generally three types of practice. There's you know, kind of the learn it mode, slow mode, where you really break down the steps, you know, accuracy mode, as Steve Anderson calls it. Excuse me. So you're just, no matter what you do, you get your hits, you do your reloads. Then there's speed mode, which is what I've been doing lately, trying to really push the boundaries to get those reloads in. And then there's match mode, which you should really shut your brain off and just run on, you know, on a subconscious level, cruise control, if you will, and no mistakes. I mean, you may have a few Charlies, but we'll see what my match mode practice. I'm not going to try and push. See 1-3 for a reload, and see where I'm at. Just have a perfect reload. Not trying to push. Just hopefully no mess ups. Okay, so it's faster than a 1-3. There we go. See how quick it is to go back to speed mode? Takes a lot of practice to stick in the match mode. That's pretty good. Not bad. I can tell you on that one, if I'm being honest, I didn't hit that button all the way. I know for a fact I didn't. So, be conscious of that. If you're unsure, it means you're going to be dropping mags every time, because you need to make sure that you hit that button with enough force to drop it. One thing I recommend, it's silly for me to tell you it now, but get some dummy rounds made. Find a friend that reloads, you know, whatever caliber you have, and get some mags loaded up. The weight is different. I don't think the weight, if you're only shooting a 10-round division, the weight doesn't make that big of a difference. But if you're shooting limited and you got to stuff a 20-round mag fully loaded into the gun, you need to do it with some force, and you need to know how much force to put into it. And pro tip from the guys at MB Precision: don't dry fire limited guns with no shoes on. Hurt toes everywhere. So let's try some more match mode reloads. If you guys see me moving my gun after the reload, you see me start here, reload here, I'm just transitioning to a different target, just spicing it up. I get bored too soon if I'm just looking at one target. So this is definitely a good match mode pace for me. I really don't feel like I'm pushing it. It's kind of just happening. I haven't, knock on wood, I really haven't messed a reload up in a while, so. Imagine that. I should have just kept my mouth shut. Oh. That's good. Everybody that keeps up with this, if you guys keep through the whole 30 days, you're going to feel like a completely new shooter. I mean, it may not seem like a lot now, and seems like we're really grinding through reloads and draws, but it helps, especially further on when we start adding, if we add a, we're here and our reloads become, you want to add movement to it, you need to be able to reload before you can reload and move, so, excuse me. That was just a stupid mistake. That was a good one. So I went back and looked at some slow-mos of me doing some reloads, and one thing I really need to correct is, I don't know if it's because this gun weighs a ton more or not, but when I've been coming back, I usually let this grip be really loose, and this brass, or this magwell is made of brass, you can see it's starting to get nicked up here, is really bringing the gun down. And I noticed a lot of my reloads are hitting the back of the magwell here. So I think I'm going to try and keep my grip as straight. Yeah, wherever you're comfortable. Some guys leave it way out here. It's up to you. Whatever's comfortable. If that's what you can do consistently and quickly, that's what you need to be doing. By the way, who else's gun is getting abused? Or your hand? I'll tell you what, I'll put a post on the social medias after this, and we'll start a trend. We'll blame it on the dry fire. How about that? That was better. Here's another thing, if you guys haven't noticed. When you do something really, really smooth, you can kind of, it feels slow. And the best thing I've learned, trying to remember who it was from, I want to say it was from Scott Jedi from Modern Samurai Project. It's your subconscious mind taking over, so you lose judgment of time. So it's really fast, but it feels slow, which that's where we want to be. Because even that reload, to me, that was really slow. That was not fast at all, but it's still a 1-3. Actually, that was probably more a 1-2. I was back on target. So it's not slow, that's for sure. And I'll be honest with you guys, those your super sub-second draws are cool. The second reloads are cool, but that's the practice. That's what we use to push the skill. In a match, does it help? It can, but to be competitive, if you're a competitive shooter, you do not need a second draw to be competitive. You do not need a 1-second reload to be competitive. This is just us trying to get better, push the boundaries, and to have those skills, the abilities to know we can go fast, but you do not need one to be competitive. I still don't. This is new for me. Those sub-second draws, all last season I was a 1.3, so... Yeah, I'd much rather have a consistent 1-3 reload like that than, you know, going through this part of the stage, boom, 1-second reload, going through this part of the stage, bobble one, have to grab another, and all of a sudden you got a 2.5-second reload. You can keep that. You get in match mode and you got a solid 1-3 reload, that's all you need. But it is fun to try and push and go fast. Not like that. Cool. I think that's going to cover it for today, guys. Just a little recap on a Saturday and finish it out. Again, you guys got suggestions, throw them my way. We'll start progressing up. We're on day 4. We'll ramp up at the end of the week. Day 7, we'll kind of have a big recap, and then we'll start to add other elements in, you know, 1-steps. Maybe on Monday we'll do a turn and draw. We'll do some El Prez. We got a few more things planned, but we're only on day 4. We got plenty of time left, so keep practicing, guys, and I'll catch you later. Thanks.